Over the past few weeks, we have been talking about internet safety using Google's new internet safety program, Interland. Well, today what we're going to do is we're going to take what we've learned and we're going to put it together and make a poster in Google. What I've done in Google Classroom, if I go back, I've shared with you an assignment that says Internet Safety Poster Tip. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up by hitting the open button. In here, there are two documents. The first document is our drawing document. It's blank. The second document is the Internet Safety Tips. Let me open that up. We will discuss this further in class, but you can see it gives us 10 tips about internet safety, such as I will not give out personal information, such as my name, address, and telephone number without my parents' permission. Or I will tell my parents right away if I come across something that makes me feel uncomfortable. We'll talk a little bit more about these in class, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my Google Classroom tab, and I'm going to open up my Google Drawing. In my Google Drawing, I want to have a picture, plus I want to have 3 of these internet safety tips. There are a lot of things that we can do in Google Drawing. You can see that here are the tools going up across the screen. A lot of the tools will be found in the Shapes button. If I click onto the Shapes button, you can see that there are different shapes that I can add, arrows, callouts, and something that's called equations. What I want to do first, though, is I want to put a picture in the middle of the screen. I won't find the picture in the Shapes menu, but I'll go over to the mountain tool that says Image. What I'm going to do is I'm going to search for my image by clicking on Search. I'm going to search Google for a picture of a computer. And I'm going to hit Search after I type it in. You can see that these are all different types of computers. Maybe I want just a clip art version of a computer. I'm going to go to Any Type, and I'll choose Clip Art. This will narrow down my search that is just clip art pictures of computers. Once I find the one that I like, I'll click it, and I'm going to say Select. This will put my picture really large on my screen. Remember, to narrow it down, I can go to the corner dots, click and hold, and push it together, and put my picture right in the middle of my screen. Maybe I want a title for my poster now. I'm going to go to, again, the Shapes tool, and I want to get a banner. You can set up yours a little bit differently, but I'm going to choose this type of banner. I'm going to click and hold and drag to make my banner. And in the middle, I want to add a title, Internet Safety. So I'll double click. I can see my cursor. I'll type in Internet Safety. What I want to do is I want to center it. Remember, our centering buttons now have appeared onto our screen. I want to make it bigger, so I want to highlight by clicking and dragging over top of it. I can make it larger by going to the 14 button. Maybe I want to make it and see how big 48 is. That's perfect. If I wanted to change the font, Arial is the font, and I can change it to something different. So far, I have my title and I have my picture. Now I want to add 3 tips. Maybe I want to have those tips in what's called a shape. Maybe I want it to be a, let's say, maybe somewhat of a star. And I'll click on it. I'll click and hold and drag to make my star. All that I need to do now is double click in the center of that star to get my cursor. Very easily, I don't have to write them again. What I can do is I can copy and paste from here. Control C will copy. Control V will paste. So I don't need to type in all of that information. I can just Control C is copy and Control paste. What I can do is I can go and add another one now under Shape. Maybe I want just a circle. I'll go to the circle tool, click and hold and drag, any of these tools, if you double click on the inside of it, will give you a cursor. Let's go to another safety tip. Highlight it. Control C is copy. Control V is paste. Now you can see all of my shapes that I've made are blue. If I wanted to change the color of each of those shapes, I'm going to go to the paint bucket. Maybe I want this one to be a yellow. Maybe I want this one, whenever I select it, I want it to be pink. You can move them around by clicking on them and clicking on the border of each of those tools. What I want to do is I want to add at least one more of these internet safety tips. I can add something else down here. And this will be my poster for internet safety. Very easy, just copying and pasting from the list into my poster. If you have any questions, I'll be around to answer them. Try to work on this on your own. Good luck.